Welcome back everyone. I just came back from vacation. I actually didn't film a video this year, so I'm gonna use one what I filmed last year but never published. Before we get started, I have to start with a disclaimer here. Please always ask a professional before you attempt to do something. Just don't follow blindly my lead here. I am a certified electrician in Europe, not in the United States. Anyhow, that was 40 years ago, so do not follow blindly my lead. Like I said, it's not worth getting injured or have property damage. So the first thing we do a visual inspection of the wire, but if your receptacle looks like this, forget it. I would not even repair it. It could be that you have internal damage on the wiring, what you can't see. If there's only a cut in the wire and no other damage, then I think we can repair it. We just cut that piece off and add a receptacle or a plug, it depends which side you are using. And I have here some new receptacle and plugs. So just let's cut that wire off and put a receptacle on it. Now carefully remove some of this outer insulation. Now we can see the three colors of our wire. Black is the hot, white is the neutral, green is the ground in the US. Now let's look at the terminal screws. The brass one is your hot wire, the black wire, and the silver one is your neutral. Here you have the brass for the hot, and then the silver, and the green one is for your ground. So the green wire goes on the green screw. Now we will remove a half an inch of insulation from each of the wires. Now we could screw them into the terminals, but in Europe we have to put some kind of end caps what get pressed on it around these copper strands so they cannot fray out. And if we don't have the end caps, we can solder them too. So because it is not a big issue, I'm gonna solder them here. And you can do it, but you don't have to do it in the US. As you might see, I left the green or ground wire a little bit, just a little bit longer, because this is the code in Europe. I know I'm in the US, but I think some stuff is just safer what they do over there. So I'm gonna go with that. I hope it's not against the code here. The reason for this is when somehow someone pulls on the wire and rips it out of this receptacle, so it don't disconnect right away, or basically it disconnects last. The ground disconnects last in this case. Now all we have to do is test it with a multimeter before we can put it to use again. However, I would not leave it unattended, so I would keep an eye on that wire. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. Please hit this like button. Subscribe if you're not a subscriber. It really helps me out. I appreciate each of you very much. And I see you next week.